Jake Slebodnick reporting for Renda Digital TV and your hometown radio stations. Joining me now on camera, three members of the Purchase Line Red Dragons football team this year. We're going to go down the line, have them all introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we'll ask them a few questions. Their head coach, Matt Felisic, said to ask the hard questions, so guys, I hope you're ready. But let's start off with a softball. Tell us who you are, tell the audience who you are, and here you go.
My name is John Ellick. I'm the quarterback for Purchase Line. I've been playing since third grade and number 45. I'm in 11th grade now, and I'm hoping to have a great season.
My name's Andrew Beer. I'm number 28 from Purchase Line. Been playing since third grade, and I play running back and receiver.
I'm Michael Tarenko. I've played since 7th grade at Purchase Line. I'm a two-way tackle, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the season.
Thanks, guys. All three of them looking forward to the season. Let's start things off with John. Now, you come into this season, a few key losses on the team, but Coach Felisic was saying how there's a lot of guys stepping up this year, and as the quarterback of the team, you need those sort of guys to step up. Can you just talk about what the team is doing to sort of mentally and physically prepare for the season?
We've been working hard in the off-season, going to the weight room a lot. We meet up outside of football, run routes together. We do a lot together for everybody to step up. We have a lot of younger kids stepping up, freshmen, sophomores that are stepping up to help us. We have a great 11th grade class, so that's helping us. All of us are going to be ready for next year, and we're just prepared.
Now, you guys had a hot start to the season last year, but injuries plagued the team and obviously didn't turn out the way you guys had hoped. What are some of the lessons that you took from last year that you're going to incorporate into your game plan this year?
We learned that we need to be more, as a team, play together more. We were individual a lot last year. We didn't play together as much, and when we came together, we were really good. So we just need to build on playing with each other.
Now, I asked head coach Matt Felisic, and I'm going to get all three of you guys' takes on this because this is a pretty big thing. You guys opened the season with a rivalry game against Penn's Manor. How cool is that?
It's great. I love it. I can't wait.
Does that add a little bit more intensity to the game?
Yes, 100%. It's going to be real big.
All right, let's talk with Andrew a little bit. Andrew, you said you're the wide receiver and running back. You sort of like a battery with Mr. Ellick over here. So can you talk about how important that connection is to be on par with the man under center?
Oh, yeah. Well, me and John, we've been playing catch. We go practice all the time, run routes. We're just always putting in work together and making that connection better. So we've been good friends for a while, and we always put that work in outside.
I'll ask you the same thing I asked John here. What are some of the key lessons you guys took away from last season?
What John said, we just got to play more as a team and focus on our offense and focus more on running and passing than we did before and just make sure that we're playing as a team.
Now, obviously, it takes two sides of the football, obviously offense and defense. How important is that both sides need to be on the same page in order to win football games?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're more of a team than we normally are, so we're all connected very well, and I think we're going to be better in that aspect of the game.
Can you talk about some of the underclassmen who've really stepped up? John sort of hinted on that, so I'm going to pick your brain a little bit. How have some of the younger guys sort of stepped up?
A lot of younger guys have been hitting weight room and putting in a lot more work than normal, so I think they're going to help us a lot and then be better in the future as well. So.
You guys have a pretty big challenge because Purchase Line is a relatively small school, and obviously the challenge is a little bit bigger because, the smaller schools, they may get put down sometimes. But you guys have a strong enough and cohesive unit, especially over the past few years, that you guys can come out and prove people wrong day in and day out that you guys are a strong football program. How do you guys stay mentally prepared, facing, having such a small school? How do you guys stay prepared and, pretty much step up to the Giants?
Well, I think being as a small school, we get a lot more work in individually since we're on the field most of the time. So I think that helps in that aspect. But I just think we play very well as a team since we're all smaller and we're more connected as a group.
All right, I'll talk to Mr. Mike over here, Mike Zarenko, one of the offensive linemen for the Red Dragons. Mike, I got to ask one thing. Obviously we talked to your other guys on offense here, the quarterback, running back, and wide receivers, and it's your job to protect them and make sure that nothing gets by your impenetrable wall on the offensive line. Can you just talk about how important it is to protect these guys?
With guys like that, we got to protect them because, they're the heart and soul of the team. We don't get many points if they're not on the field, so the healthier they are, the better.
I talked to Coach Felicic about a few of the guys that you guys lost last year due to graduation. Obviously, Mello and Brady are just a few of them. Obviously, there's a lot more key contributors. How crucial is it that some of these underclassmen and even maybe some of the older classmen too step up and help fill their void to make sure that this team stays as strong as ever?
I mean, I think it's massive because, I mean, we had a good group of seniors last year, guys like Max Felicic and Vinny on the line, and we got to fill those holes big time so that we can make it far into the playoffs like we're hoping.
Now, where on the offensive line do you play? You may have said it, but might have slipped my mind.
I'm like tackle usually. I can play a little bit of center. I mean, it's just as a lineman, you got to know all the positions. So, I mean, we got to focus on that, and whoever can play is going to play.
How important is it that the chemistry on the offensive line, because obviously you guys have certain ways you got to move, and if one person's out of sync, the whole thing just falls apart. How important is that chemistry for you guys?
I mean, it needs to be real strong because, like you said, one guy goes the wrong way, it's like a big hole, and Johnny will die, Andrew gets hurt. I mean, yeah, it's pretty big.
Now, same thing I asked them. You guys opened the season with a big rivalry game against Penns Manor. Obviously, there's a lot at stake on this. Just talk about your experience with this rivalry matchup and how cool it is to sort of start off the season on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty heated usually. There's close to fights almost every year, so we're excited to start it off with them. We're hoping to make a big splash first game of the season, and yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good.
All right, I'm going to pass the mic down the line again, and if you guys have anything you want to tell the Red Dragon faithful, now's the time to tell them.
Show out, support us. We need it.
Be there. It'll be good. First game, Penns Manor, on the turf. Be there.
Yeah, be there, be loud, make sure you show your support, and I mean, we all notice it, so yeah, I mean.
Thanks, guys. Get out and show your support on August 26th as Purchase Line and these three guys right here will take on the Penns Manor Comets. We'll be broadcasting the game on 92.5 FM U92. Todd Marino will have the call from Penns Manor High School. Guys, thank you so much. Joining me, John Illick, Andrew Beer, and Mike Sarenko. Guys, thank you so much, and best of luck this season. Jake Slebodnick and the Purchase Line Red Dragons for your hometown radio station and Renda Digital TV.